So you have 3 over 4, take away 1 over 4. What do you think your answer would be if you said 2 over 4? In a way, you are right. What if I gave you another fraction? 5 over 8, take away 1 over 2. Would you also say that the answer is 4 over 6? Hello and welcome to our channel. My name is Tutoani and today we'll be tackling an essential skill in fractions, the subtraction of fractions or subtracting fractions. And by the end of this video, you will know how to subtract fractions with the same denominators, different denominators, mixed numbers, and even how to simplify the results. So if this sounds like what you were looking for, I encourage you to watch this video to the end. Let's get started. First of all, how do we subtract fractions with the same denominators? It's easy, like in the first option or the first question asked, 3 over 4 minus 1 over 4, and you said the answer was 2 over 4. You were correct. In this case, since the denominators are the same, right, just like in the case of addition, subtraction of the same with the same denominators can be subtracted directly. So 4 minus 4 over 5 minus 1 over 5, my answer is what? 3 over 5. Now we'll move on to the next thing of how to subtract fractions with different denominators. It's not as straightforward as subtracting fractions with the same denominators. The same principle applies like we talked about in the video on adding fractions with different denominators. If you've not watched that video, the description is down below. The link is down below in the description box. Now, let's go ahead with subtracting fractions with different denominators. So I have two fractions. I have 4 over 5 and then I have 3 over 4. Now, because the denominators are different, I have to find the common denominator to make this fraction work. I'll have to find the common denominator to make this fraction work. Like I said in the video when adding fractions, once you can get the denominators to be the same, you can add, you can subtract fractions. Now let's get started. Like in the previous video, we talked about two methods, the LCM method and then the multiplying with the denominators method. Same thing applies here. I'm going to multiply with the denominators to get a common denominator so that I can subtract. Let's get started. In multiplying with the common denominator, 5 will multiply everything on the right hand side, 3 and 4, and 4 will subtract everything on the left hand side, that is 4 will multiply everything on the left hand side, 4 and 5. So in this case now, like I said, 5 will multiply 3 and 4 and 4 will multiply 4 and 5. So let's go ahead. This happens now. We have 5 times 3 or 3 times 5 and then 4 times 5 on the right hand side of the fraction, and then I have 4 on this other side times 4 and then 4 times 5. Now 4 times 4 will give me 16 over 20 minus, subtract 15 over 20, right, which gives my answer as what? Because they have the same denominators, now I can subtract directly like in the first equation or in the first fraction. So I have 1 over 20 as my final answer. This is just first method. Let's go to the second method. In this second method, I'll be looking through the LCM method. Now the same thing applies like in adding fractions to different denominators, right? Where using the LCM method, we'll have to find a common denominator between 5 and 4. In some cases, we can go ahead and multiply, so I can have something like this. I have 4 and I have 5, right? What can go through? Nothing can go through right now except 2 can go into 4. 2 into 4, I have a 2, bring down the 5, and then 2 again into 2, it becomes 1, bring down the 5. I think I have to extend this a little bit. Then 5 into itself becomes 1. Now to find the common denominator, I have to multiply this and this, and then my answer will be what? 20. Right? 2 times 2 times 5 is equal to 20. Now the common denominator between 4 and 5 is 20. Alright? So I bring down the 20 down this way, 20. Now 20 divided by 5 is 4, and then the 4 times 4 is what? 16. Alright, the 16. The sign follows 2. Now 20 divided by 4 is 5 times 3 is 15. Now 16 minus 15 is what? 1. 20 still stays, so my answer is still the same as what we got above. So I still have 1 over 20 as my answer, as what we got in the multiplying of what? Multiplying through with the denominators. Now let's go to the next thing. How to subtract mixed fractions. Before I go ahead and talk about how to subtract mixed fractions, if you are here for the first time and you like what we're doing, please like and subscribe. Share what you've seen here so that other people can see it. As liking, sharing, and subscribing help the algorithm send out our videos to more people like you so that they can see and also enjoy what you're enjoying right now. If you like this video, like I said earlier, give it a thumbs up. Right? Share it with your friends, your loved ones. Now let's go into mixed fraction. So a mixed fraction has a whole number part and a fraction and proper fraction part. Right? So I have that as my whole mixed number. Right? Subtracting like fraction. Subtracting, how to subtract mixed fraction. Minus, let's say 1 over 2. Right? Now because I have a mixed fraction part, I'll have to change the mixed fraction to an improper fraction. Now the improper fraction changing to mixed fraction, or mixed fraction changing to improper fraction, was dealt with extensively in the previous video with the link down below. So fractions simply explained. Yes, that video. Yeah, that video. Yeah. So you can look at it and then talk about it, but here I can also still do it, so let's quickly run through it. So in changing mixed fraction to an improper fraction, I'll multiply this denominator with the whole number part and then add the fraction, the proper and the numerator to it. So in this case, this will be 1 over 3 becomes 1 times 3 plus 2 all over 3. It becomes 5 over 3. Alright, and then 5 over 3, take away 1 over 2. We can now go through the same process we went through earlier with subtracting fractions with different denominators. For emphasis, let's run through both methods again. So I'll have something like this. I'll have using method 1, 5 over 3 minus 1 over 2 times 3 times 3 times 2 times 2. If you didn't understand it earlier, you're seeing it done again. So we have this multiplying everything on this side and this multiplying everything on the left hand side. So 2 times 5 gives me what? So my answer will give me what? It becomes 10 over 6 minus 3 over 6. Now they have the same denominators, right? So I can now say 10 minus 3, 7 over 6. Now changing improper fraction to a mixed number requires division. Now if you've not watched our division video, the link is also down below. The division video link is down below. Well, we did long division, dividing numbers through long division method, but this is going to be a short and brief. So I'll have 1 whole number 1 over 6. Remember, if you don't understand this, dividing numbers is simply grouping them. So if I stroke out 7 and group 6, what will be left to be 1. Now a group of 7, a group of 6 is this one, and then 1 over 6. And with that, we'll come to the end of this video, guys. We're grateful if you have watched this video to the end. I have a very important thing to give to you. In the link below, it's a free workbook for everyone that watches this video to the end, where you can practice what you've learned. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.